This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 713, 20 Things Life is Too Short Not to Appreciate, Part 1, by Chernoff of Marc, and&nbsp. And I'm Justin Malik, your very own personal narrator. Happy Thanksgiving here in the United States, and welcome to the podcast where blogs are read to you for free, kind of like an audiobook, and this is with permission from the authors. Today's author being Angel of the super popular Marc and Angel Hack Life blog. I picked one that is relevant to being grateful, but this post is a bit long, so I'll read the first half today and then the rest tomorrow. And before we get into it, thank you to Talkspace for sponsoring this episode. Talkspace is an online therapy company that makes therapy affordable, confidential, and convenient, and they let you choose from over 1,500 licensed therapists. For a special offer just for you, come by Talkspace.com/old. That's Talkspace.com/OLD. And now let's get right to it as we optimize your life. 20 Things Life is Too Short Not to Appreciate, Part 1, by Chernoff of Marc, and&nbsp. Life is rarely perfect, but it's always pretty darn good. This morning I saw an elderly woman in a wheelchair rolling down the sidewalk in the pouring rain just outside the coffee shop where I was writing. She was moving at a snail's pace, and I thought she might be struggling, so I ran out into the rain and asked her if she needed assistance or a dry resting spot. She smiled and said, "I appreciate it, but the rain feels grating against my skin. I'm out here and going slow on purpose." I loved her sentiment. Talk about the epitome of appreciating life. And truthfully, life is simply too short for anything less. When you're young, you might feel like there's a huge mass of time ahead of you. But trust me, it passes much faster than you think. You get gray hairs before you feel like a real adult, and then you have kids and suddenly they're off doing their own things. None of this is bad, of course. It's an extraordinary experience as long as you pause long enough to appreciate it all. So that's what I want to reflect on today. Quick reminders about the things life is just too short not to appreciate. Number 1, a peaceful, mindful present. The best way to prepare for the future is to take care of the present. Goodbyes will always hurt a little. Photographs can never replace the act of being there. Memories, good and bad, will sometimes bring tears. And words can never perfectly describe the feelings they represent. But that's okay. Pain is real, but so is hope. You have to make peace with your past in order to keep your present and future from becoming hopeless battles. Number 2, the good in everything. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. Train your mind to see the good in everything. Life is full of beauty. Notice it. Notice the breeze through the trees, the small child learning to walk, and the smiling faces. Smell the rain and feel the sun on your skin. Live your life to the fullest potential and fight for the beauty of each precious moment. Number 3, life surprises. Notice and cherish life surprises. Just because it's not what you were expecting doesn't mean it's not everything you've been waiting for. So take a deep breath when you're rejected from something good. It often means you're being redirected to something better. Be patient. Be positive. Keep going. Read The Road Less Traveled. Number 4, the challenges that strengthen you. Sometimes struggles are exactly what we need in life. If we were to go through our life without any obstacles, we would be crippled. We would not be as strong as what we could have been otherwise. So give every opportunity a chance. Leave no room for regrets. It takes courage to change and grow and become who you really are. Your struggle is part of your story, and it's a story worth writing. Number 5, being you. You're an original, an individual, a masterpiece. Celebrate it. Don't let your uniqueness make you shy. Don't be someone other than the wonder you are. Everyone has their own dreams, their own struggles, and a different path that makes sense for them. You are you for a reason. Own it. Number 6, the gifts that are only yours. Even when the competition seems fierce, realize that you are only ever competing against yourself. When you catch yourself comparing yourself to a colleague, neighbor, friend, or famous personality, stop. There's no need. You are different with different strengths these other people don't possess. Take a moment to reflect on all the astounding abilities you have and to be grateful for the gifts that are only yours. Number 7, ideas and activities that excite you. Never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. When you truly believe in what you're doing, it shows and it pays. Success in life is for those who are excited about where they're going. So find something that you love, something that gets you so excited you can't wait to get out of bed in the morning. That's what life is all about. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live a life you are excited about. Don't let anyone or anything make you forget that. Number 8, the simple things. It's the simple things in life that are the most extraordinary. I believe this to be true and have experienced this with my own family. When I think of the times where we laughed the most or had the most fun, it was when we were doing simple, everyday things like swimming in a pool, taking a long walk, combing a beach for shells, playing a board game, or sharing a delicious meal. Number 9, hear that in tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled 20 Things Life is Too Short Not to Appreciate by Angel Chernoff of Marc, and&nbsp. And big thanks again to my sponsor for today's episode, Talkspace. We all need to take better care of ourselves, including me, and our mental health is no exception. That's why today's sponsor, Talkspace, the online therapy company, makes it easy to connect with an experienced, licensed therapist that you pick based on your preferences and for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy. You can send your therapist video messages, audio, and even text, or do a live video chat. Talkspace therapists are fully licensed and go through a rigorous screening process in addition to thousands of hours of supervised professional training. To match with your perfect therapist, head on over to Talkspace.com/old. And as a special offer just for our listeners, you can use the code OLD to get $30 off your first month and show your support for the podcast. That's OLD and Talkspace.com/OLD. That'll do it for the Thanksgiving show. I hope you have a happy and grateful day, whether or not you're celebrating. I'm very grateful for you being here and listening every day. That's what keeps me going. So if you want the show to continue, just keep listening. It means a lot. I'll see you in the Friday show tomorrow, where we'll finish up this post and where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.